Hello and welcome to this very special edition of The Gloves Are Off. I'm your host, Carly Agro, and joining me today, we have Coach Curran, and we also have a very special guest today. Mayor Mulligan is back on set because today's show is actually a special edition called Bobcats or Bust, and we are going to be hashing out all the details.
Nice title. Did you come up with that?
Yeah.
That sucks.
That sucks. I was going to go with Paws Off, as in Paws Off for Whitecourt, but I liked Bobcats or Bust better, so you're stuck with that one. You like Paws Off? Okay. Maybe we'll do a slash. We'll do Bobcats or Bust / Paws Off. Either way, we've got an entire show devoted to what is going on right now in the city of Lloydminster in regards to our Junior A Tier 2 hockey team and the community initiative that has now been set forward to keep the team here in town. So first thing off the cuff, though, I want to talk briefly about the game last night. Give us your synopsis of the 1-0 loss.
You want the quick version?
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah, whatever. You know what? First, second period, we played, we deserved a better fate. We played really well in the first two periods, had a few scoring chances. Against them, you don't get a ton, but you got to capitalize on the ones you do. Okay. We didn't. They got a goal off a face-off, which was just, that hurt. I mean, we were just playing so well. Third period, they shut down pretty good. First 10 minutes, they had us where they wanted. The last 10 minutes, we had a couple opportunities. But, you know, the kicker to this is our power play's got to be effective. Right. We're doing everything else fairly well, and our power play's just not acting properly.
Well, big chance to bounce back then on Wednesday.
It's not like we've never been here before.
Well, it's a 7-game series, and all we thought in Lloydminster watching on pay-per-view was he was setting the table just like he did with Grand Prairie.
Yeah, I was planning that.
This was all part of the plan. Yeah. I mean, look what we did to Grand Prairie after 2 losses.
That's right. There you go.
I think he was just toying with them like a lion with their food.
Oh, all right.
Well, we'll talk about that some other time.
Yeah, let's get to the meat and potatoes here of this show. First thing I want to talk about is this deadline that has passed, because I want to hear from both of you, maybe a little bit more of the personal side of this. Was it disappointing that no individual or a business owner stepped up to make the individual purchase?
Jeff's the first one to go on that one.
You know, I mean, disappointing. It was disappointing that there was an offer to buy the team. It's disappointing that there has to be this talk in the middle of a really exciting playoff drive. It's disappointing on a lot of fronts. Not surprising. I mean, you're talking about businesses that have business plans, business cycles, strategic plans, budgets, and you're talking about finding out in the first part of February that you have to make a $500,000 capital purchase decision and a cash flow impact in your company. Very difficult for companies local companies to say, yep, got that covered.
Okay.
I was going to say all of that.
I thought you would, but you know, from a coaching perspective.
Well, it's my 4th time through this.
Wow.
With the 3 other teams. So, you know what, I was going to bring up, you know, there's a lot of money. And to hit people right now, and I think this group has done a great job of getting the business community involved.
But Brian, as a coach, all your blood, all your sweat, all your tears, was it disappointing that nobody came forward before March 1st?
No, I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't. You know, it's reality. It's business. I mean, you're asking a lot from people.
Okay.
Do I want to stay here? Absolutely. Do I respect people in business that have to make business decisions in their own business? Absolutely. Do they have it?
So trying to separate one from the other.
Oh, I've been able to do that for a long time.
So what we should have done is looked at his resume and found that in 4 other instances, he created this.
It's like a mayor's term. When they're done, you can see what they created and how good and how
There
bad
you
it
go.
is.
That's right, and it'll be written up in history.
Yes.
I won't go in history. You might, but I won't.
Okay, well then my next question is, before we take our first break, when did this community style of ownership, when did this idea really present itself, and when was it finalized that this is now the option, the alternative?
Well, from my side, it started after Game 4.
Okay.
When myself, Rob, and Wayne were sitting upstairs talking for about 45 minutes.
So literally, final whistle goes, and this is what happens.
I know the discussions had been going on, but I liked the idea that Rob had come up with, and it was really more than let's stop talking about it.
Okay.
Like somebody do something if you're going to do it, because a lot of people talked, and you know what, Rob Hefner went ahead with this and said we're going to go forward.
Jeff, that's when you first heard of it as well?
Yeah, for me a little different. March 4th comes and goes, and you say, well, what other models potentially exist? I had discounted the community model because the old community model didn't have enough investment or commitment from the ownership.
Okay.
It was loosely held, in fact, nobody knew. So I didn't want it to be a fundraiser. If it was simply a fundraiser with no units, shares held, no owner commitment, then I wasn't interested.
Okay. We are going to hash out the details of this new deadline, which is now March the 21st. So stay tuned. We're going to let you know what has to be done and accomplished at that time.